morning, students. Welcome back to online course on data structures and algorithms. In our previous session, we discussed the concept of trees. In that, specifically, we started the binary tree concept. So this binary tree, the difference between a normal tree and a binary tree, we said in a normal tree, every node inside your tree can have any number of children. Okay, there is no limitation on the number of children what the what a node in a tree can have. But when it comes to binary tree, there is a limitation. So here the limitation is every node inside your binary tree, it can have at most two nodes. At most two nodes. What do you mean by at most? In the sense, either it can have zero nodes, or it can have one node, or it can have two nodes, not more than two. Every node in your binary tree can have at most two children. At most two children. So this is the meaning of that one. So quickly if we go, in our first session we discussed the terminology related to trees. Then we started in our second session we have seen the types of trees, isn't it? Different types of trees. We said binary tree, threaded binary tree, binary search tree, and AVL tree. And hopefully in today's session we will wind up this binary tree concept, and in one more session I'm going to start the threaded binary tree. Okay, so quickly, binary tree, it is a tree. First of all, it has to satisfy all the properties of your tree. In order to be a binary tree, it has to satisfy all the properties of a tree. Additionally, it has to satisfy one extra property, that is every node in your binary tree can have at most two children. So this property also it has to satisfy. Maximum or at most two children, in the sense it can have zero children, it can have one children, it can have two children, not more than two. If it is having more than two children, then it will become a tree but not a binary tree. Remember this one. So then after that we have seen the types of binary trees. Strictly binary tree, complete binary tree, extended binary tree, their respective definitions we have seen. And then this is the representation. So in order to represent the binary tree, we said array representation is possible, as well as linked list representation is possible. So array representation we have seen, then linked list representation we said, we use a doubly linked list in order to represent a binary tree. So as it is going to have two children to point, one is the left children and other one is the left child, another one is right child. So we said your binary tree can be represented with the help of doubly linked list. So the node, if you see inside your binary tree, it is exactly similar to your doubly linked list node. It is also going to have three parts. The node is going to have three parts inside your binary tree. The center part, we'll call it as data part. The left side part, it is a pointer, and it is used to point the left child. In your binary tree, in order to point the left child of a node, it will make use of this left pointer. And it is also going to have a right pointer, which is helpful in pointing the right child. Okay, so the node, three parts. Center part is data, to store the actual data. Left side, left pointer, used to point the left child. Right side, right pointer, used to point the right child. So this difference you have to understand. Okay. So the node representation, this is the complete tree. Whatever we have here, I represented with the help of nodes. Okay. Three-part nodes. So A's left child is B, and A's right child is C. B in turn is having two childs, D and F. D in turn is having two childs, I and J. And whenever there is no particular child, either left side or right side, simply we make that pointer as null, as you can see here. Okay. What we have done, we made that particular pointer as null so as to indicate that the node is not having either the left child or the right child. Simply make it as null. So here you can see the F node. If we consider the F node in our binary tree, F node in our binary tree, it is not having neither the left child it is having, nor the right child it is having. Neither the left child nor the right child it is having. So simply what it is, just give me a second. Okay, here as you can see, the F node in my tree, binary tree, the F node, it is not having left child, not having right child. The same thing I have represented by simply making the left pointer as null and right pointer as null. So this F node, it is not having neither the left child nor the right child. The same thing for I, J also. I is also not having any left child, any right child. J is also not having any left child, right child. Likewise, all my leaf nodes, they are not having any left or right childs. So simply we made them as null. So these null points will become the terminating points. I mean, from root, if we start the traversal, at some level we have to stop the traversal, isn't it? And at what level we stop means at the leaf node only we stop the traversal. Then how we can frame the condition so as to stop the traversal in the sense, simply by making use of these nulls. Okay, simply by making use of these nulls. How we made the terminating point, how we made the end point inside your lists, your singly linked list, doubly linked list, how we made the end, simply by checking the last node's next pointer as null. If the last node's next pointer is null, means simply you don't have any further nodes inside your singly linked list or doubly linked list. So we use the same logic over here also. Inside the leaf nodes, both left pointer as well as right pointer, we are making them as null so as to indicate the terminating point or end point inside our trees. Hopefully you understood this thing. So this is the graphical representation. As I said, center part will be the data. Left side will be having left pointer used to point the left child. Right side will be having the right pointer used to point the right child. So then the coding, if you see, C++ code, if you see, we have taken the class name as node and it is having 3 data members. The first data member, it is data. Then second data member, left, used to point the left child, and the right data member, it is also a pointer of type node. It is used to point the right side child. Left pointer to point the left child, right pointer to point the right child. Okay. So then we have seen the implementation of this binary tree. So in general, whenever we have seen the implementation, we have created a dummy linked list, or we have created a dummy data structure, and on that data structure we performed the what we call traversal operation. First we discussed the traversal, then search, then insertion, then finally the deletion. But here we go reverse. Okay, first we do insertion, because with insert operation only we create the tree. Okay, with the help of insert operation only we create the tree, and after creating the tree, what we do, we perform the traversals on that tree. Okay, here not a single type of traversal, we are going to have multiple types of traversal, different types of traversal, those we will discuss. Okay, so then finally the delete operation. And in my last session itself, we have covered the insertion operation. I have written the coding, I have explained everything related to your insert operation, and we said that insertion will be performed recursively. Every time whenever you are inserting a node into your tree data structure, we are performing the insert operation recursively. So as what we are doing, we are simply finding the empty slot. Okay, we are calling it as empty slot. We are finding the empty slot, and at that empty slot only we are inserting the newly created node. And finding that empty slot, how we are doing, we are traversing recursively inside your tree. We are traversing recursively, and whenever we are finding the empty slot, at that point itself we are inserting our new node, newly created node. And we said the insert operation inside a binary tree, it will be performed level by level. Okay, first it will try to fill the root, then once the root is filled, it will go to the left child, and once the left child is filled, then the right child. Then after filling the level 1, level 0 is root node, then once level 1 is filled, then it will go to the level 2, there it will fill 2 power 2 nodes. Okay, 2 power 2 nodes. That is level 2, 2 power 2 in the sense 4 nodes. It will fill the 4 nodes. After filling these 4 nodes only, it will go to the level 3. So in short, whenever we are doing the insertion operation, it will do the insertion level by level. At first level, it will complete the full insertion. Then it will jump to the next level. And after filling the next level, it will jump to the further level likewise. Okay, so every time it will find the empty slot, it will look for an empty slot inside your tree, and if the slot is empty at that location only, it will do the insertion. I mean, maybe there are definitions of the tree using which you can have the flexibility of insertion. I mean, whether you want to insert at the left child, whether you want to insert as a right child, like that also you might have seen. But that type of implementation, it will take much time, as well as it will take much what we call I mean, simply if I mean to say, you can go with that definition also, but inside the exam, if they ask you to do any such simple traversal technique, it will take more time. Okay, any such insertion technique to elaborate, it will take more time. That is the reason why what we have done, we have simplified the stuff for you people. We have simplified the stuff, and whatever you are going to remember with this, that thing you can present on the paper, and you can I mean, score good. Okay, instead of doing some unnecessary, instead of adding some switch case, and instead of allowing the user to do much work, and instead of what we call making the program more interactive, what we have done, the simplest form we have coded, and in that simplest form only we are going to discuss, and that simplest form only we are going to present inside your examination. Hopefully you understood. So as I said, the insert operation recursively we are performing, and that recursive operation, it will always look for an empty slot inside your binary tree. Once the empty slot is found, it will simply do that. I mean, it will simply insert that newly created node at that location, and it will terminate the insert operation. Okay, so this insert operation I have performed. Yeah, as you can see, at the first level, what we are doing, we are searching for an empty we are searching whether the root node is empty or not. If the root node is empty, then we are inserting the newly created node as the root node. If the root node is empty, we are inserting the newly created node as the root node. If the root node is not empty, then we are looking for the count. If the root node is not empty, means simply we are going to the count, and we are checking that count, whether it is even or odd. So what do you mean by even, and what do you mean by odd, and how this count will help you in insertion operation, that we need to understand. So why we are checking whether the count is even or odd? So simply, what is count? Count will have the exact number of nodes present inside your tree. Okay, count will have the exact number of nodes present inside your tree. If this is even, that means you have to perform the insertion at right side. Okay, if this is even, that means you have to perform the insertion at right side. I mean, whatever new node you have created, that you have to insert as a right child to some particular node. Right child to some particular node. That some particular node we have to find out, and there only as a left child, I mean as a right child, we have to insert. And if this count is odd, what does it mean? We have to perform the insertion at left side. If this is odd, we have to perform the insertion at left side. Remember this one. That means we have to insert the newly created node as left child. Okay. So if count is even, we have to insert the new node as the right child. If the count is odd, we have to insert the new node as left child. So this is to understand. I will take one simple binary tree. So like this. So now, how many nodes I have? I have 3 nodes. So is it an odd number or even number? It is an odd number. 3 means odd number. So where I have to do the insertion? Left side, I said. That left side, where it will go? Here. Here it will go. That left side, where it is going? Here it will go, like this. Like this it will go. This is left side. Yani left side to this particular node. to this, but not to the root node, because root node already filled up, isn't it? So left side to this particular node. So in short, count is giving us an idea, I mean, whether we are inserting left child or right child. So simply what we do, we call that recursively, we call that same function, insert function recursively, so as to insert this node as the left child to this node. Okay. Then if the count value is even, if the count value is even, so let us assume we have like this, we have like this. So that means we have already done the insertion of left child. Now we have to do the insertion of right child. So as you can see, this is 4 nodes we have. So this 4 is an even number. So where I have to do, whenever I got count as even, I have to insert the right child. So that right child I have to insert over here like this. Like this I have to insert. Hope you got this idea. With the same idea, whenever the count value is even, we are doing the insertion of right side child, and whenever the count value is odd, we are doing the insertion at the left side. Okay, left child, we are doing the insertion of the left child. With the same concept, we have implemented this program. See, in my last class I have done this, isn't it? Insert operation. So insert operation, first what we are doing, we are checking whether the root node is first we have created the node, then we made the root node as null. When the root node is null, your count value will be 0, isn't it? If the root node is null, means you don't have any what we call nodes inside your tree, so the count value will be 0. So inside the insert function, when you have started the insert function, we are creating the new node and we are storing the data value into that new node. It is very simple operation. Okay, then we are checking whether root node is empty or not. If the root node is empty, means what we are doing, simply we are inserting this newly created node as root node. Okay, then if the root node is not empty, if the root node is not null, then we are checking the count, okay, whether it is even or odd. How we check even or odd? Simply by dividing, modulo dividing with 2. If modulo dividing with 2 not equals to 0, means your count is an odd number. If count is odd, then what we have to do, we have to insert at the left side, isn't it? Already I explained this thing. If count is odd, do the insertion at left side. If count is odd, do the insertion at left side. You can see over here, count is odd, do the insertion at left side. So that same thing, we are root of left equals to insert of root of left comma new node. So this new node will be inserted at left side of the empty slot. So simply it will recursively, this function, insert function, will be called recursively again and again until you find the empty slot. Until you find the empty slot, and when the root, empty slot in the sense, when root becomes, I mean, wherever you are going, if that particular pointer is null, that means your root becomes null. If the root is null, at that location only we are inserting the newly created node. So likewise, this function will be called recursively and this new node will be inserted recursively. Then what we are doing in the else part, we are going in the right side direction, because if your count will become odd, means then we are going in the right side direction and we are inserting the newly created node. So with this logic, yeah, the insert operation is over, and then what we have to do, we have to do the traversal now. Traversal, it is one of the important operation when we are talking about trees. Okay, many times they ask the question from this traversal operations only. This traversal operation, it is somewhat different than your singly linked list and doubly linked list traversals, because your singly linked list and doubly linked lists, they are sequential data structures, they are linear data structures. All nodes will be connected in a linear sequential fashion, so you can start from the head and you can move node by node and you can stop at the null pointer. Okay, in that way we are doing. Okay, sequentially we are moving node by node and we are reading the data elements, we are printing on the output screen, and when the what we call, when the next pointer becomes null, or when the null is reached inside your data structure, we are stopping our traversal at that point itself. But over here, as you can see, we are not having linear sequential path or only one path, we can say. We have multiple directions to move. Whenever we are reaching a particular node, from that particular node, the paths will get divided. Left side direction, right side direction. Isn't it? So in that case, where you move, in which direction you will move, and in how you do the traversal basically. So take the example of this, yeah, traversal, yeah, we will see the definition first, then we'll go to the tree and we will discuss the traversal operation. So in order to display a binary tree, there must be some order needs to be followed, the order in which all nodes of the binary tree must be displayed. So if you go in one particular direction, the other direction we are missing, so other direction how to print. Okay, so because of that reason, there must be an order whenever we are doing the printing operation, whenever we are doing the traversal operation on a tree. So in any binary tree, display order of nodes depends on the traversal methods. Okay, what method you are following, because we have different methods of doing this traversal. So the display order, how the nodes are displayed, the display order will differ from method to method. In one method it will be in some order, and in other method it will be in some other order. Displaying or visiting order of nodes in a binary tree is called binary tree traversal. Okay, tree traversal techniques, and in that binary tree traversal techniques or binary search tree traversal techniques or AVL tree traversal techniques, all these are different. Okay, so displaying or visiting order of nodes in a binary tree is called a binary tree traversal. Visiting a node and printing the data value of that particular node is nothing but traversal. If you do it in a tree like binary tree, then we call it as binary tree traversal. Okay, so binary tree traversal, it is divided into two types. Binary tree traversal, it is broadly divided into two types, that is depth first traversal. Depth first traversal, or in short we call it as DFT. Okay, depth first traversal or DFT. DFT. Another we have breadth first traversal, that is BFT. Okay, depth first traversal DFT, breadth first traversal BFT. Okay, there are two broad types of binary tree traversals, depth first traversal and breadth first traversal. Traversal is nothing but printing the nodes, printing all available nodes inside your tree. So let us take the example of this tree. Over here we have a tree. So let us say if you want to do the printing operation, so generally how you do? If it is a sequential data structure, linear sequential data structure, we move node by node and we do the printing of all nodes. I mean, displaying the content of all nodes on the output screen. But it is not a linear data structure anymore. Your tree is a binary, I mean, non-linear data structure. Binary tree is a non-linear data structure. So if you start from root node, okay, if you start, generally we'll see the simplicity over here. If we start from the root node, in which direction you move? In which direction you move? Whether you move in left side direction or you will move in right side direction. In which direction you move? Assume that we are moving in right side direction. Then we are missing this entire thing. We are missing this entire thing. And if we move in the left side direction, then we miss the right side stuff. So this process we are will be doing at every node. So let us say if we are moving at the right side direction and we are missing this left side. Okay, we are missing this left side. So if we go again, when you are reaching C, again there is a confusion. Which direction we have to move? Whether we have to go in G's direction or we have to go in H direction. This will be a confusion, isn't it? Okay, as we followed left side here, again if we follow the left side, so we are moving towards H and we are missing this GK. We are missing this GK. So how many nodes you will get before reaching the end? How? Because here null we have and here also null we have. So again, if we come to H and if we follow the same strategy, move towards left, then how many nodes will be printed on the output screen? Only A, C, H will be printed, and we are missing all other nodes. So this type of problem it is giving if we try to traverse linearly. If we try to traverse linearly, how we did in your linear data structures. So definitely there must be a technique which needs to be followed so that we cover all the nodes present inside your tree data structure. So that orders are nothing but your tree traversal techniques. Okay, binary tree traversals or tree traversal techniques. So in BTTs, binary tree traversal techniques, we have breadth first, depth first search and breadth first search, DFT and BFT. So this DFT, depth first search, again it is broadly divided into three types: in-order traversal, pre-order traversal, post-order traversal. Of course, the concepts may be looking somewhat complicated, but they are very easier, way easier than your doubly linked list and singly linked list, believe me. So yeah, we said traversal techniques, they are divided into two types: depth first search DFT, traversal, depth first traversal DFT, and breadth first traversal BFT. Okay, this DFT in turn divided into three types: in order traversal, pre-order traversal, post-order traversal. So now how many traversal techniques we have to discuss? Four. Basically four traversal techniques we have to discuss, but they majorly focus on these three: in order, pre-order, post-order. And we also discuss BFT, breadth first search, breadth first traversal. So if they are asking you to write about this DFT, you have to write all these three. Okay, you have to write in order, pre-order, and post-order. Okay, so quickly we go and we see what is the depth first search traversal. Okay, it is further divided into three: in order, pre-order, post-order. So if you see the in order traversal, left child, root, right child. In order, we are saying in. In means root should come in between. In means root should come in between. First the left child will come, then root will come, then right child will come. If you remember only this thing, in case in order traversal, if you remember only this thing, the complete concept will become clear to you. If you understand only this thing and if you remember only this thing, left child, root, right child, the complete concept will become, you will get the clarity on the complete concept. So in order traversal, the root node is visited between the left child and the right child. Okay, in this traversal, the left child node is visited first. First what we have to visit? The order you see over there. We said left child, root, and right child. In that same order we have to visit all the nodes. In that same order we have to visit all the nodes. First what we visit? First we have to visit the left child, then visit the root node, then visit the right child. First you visit the left child, then you visit the root node, then finally you visit the right child. In order traversal. Okay, this in order traversal is applicable for every node of all subtrees in the tree. So what you are doing at the root node, the same thing you have to repeat at every node. That's why all your operations in tree are recursive, because we are doing the same thing at every node. What we are doing at the root node, the same thing we are doing at every node of your tree. Every node of your, not only the tree but also the subtrees. So that is the reason why all your operations inside the tree or tree implementation are recursive. Recursive means the same thing we repeat at different stages. The same thing we repeat at different stages. Okay, so this is performed recursively for all the nodes in the tree. Already I explained. So the order, what we said, left child, root, and right child. This thing you have to remember, you have to understand. So first we have to visit the left child, then visit the root node, finally you visit the right child. So quickly go and see this particular tree. Okay, this particular tree, the same tree we are following in all our examples. So on this tree, I want to perform the in order traversal. So from where I have to start? From root node I have to start. In all the operations, you remember, whatever insertion, deletion, and traversal, we start with root node only, because root node is the reference to my tree, isn't it? Root node is the reference to my tree. So I will start all my operations at root node itself. So now what I am doing? I am visiting my root node. I am going to my root node and I am visiting my root node. So yeah, over here. Yeah, here my pointer. So I have to start. No, I'm not visiting the root node. I have to start from root node. So here we said, first what we have to visit? Left. First visit left node, then visit root node, then visit right node, then visit right node. So this order we have to follow. Left, root, right. Left, root, right. This order we have to follow. So first come to the root node. Do we have to visit the root node? No, we should not visit. Simply we are passing from the root node. So as we said, we have to visit left node first. Go to the left node, B. Okay, come to B and make B as root, because we have to perform recursively. So after A, as we have to visit left node, we are moving to left node. and we are making left node as root node. Okay, make this B as root node. So do we have to visit root? No, we should not. So move to the left again. Move to the left again. Okay, again this D will become root. Okay, D will become this root. So we don't have, I mean, we do have left. So move to the left. I. So now I, I make I as root node. Make I as root node. So whenever you are visiting a particular node, immediately make that node as root node and recursively perform the same thing. Recursively perform the same instruction. So we did the same thing. When we were at A, we made this A as root node. And we should not visit the root, isn't it? First we have to visit the left. So as A is my root, I have to go to the left. I have to go to the left and try to visit B by making B as root. So as B is root, I should not visit B. I have to go to left first. So then again I am moving to the left. Now at D. At D what is happening? Again I have to make the D as root. I should not visit root. Go to the left of root. I am moving to I. Again I. Make this I as root. Should not visit root. Try to move to the left. We don't have any left. So what we have to do? After left you visit root. After left what we have to do? We have to visit root. So I is my root. So visit root. I am visiting. What I am doing? I am visiting. I have visited. So after visiting I, what you have to do? Try for, after root, try for right. Do we have any right? No, we don't have any right. So come back to root and I we have already visited. I we have already visited. So move one step ahead. Okay, one step upwards. So come back to D and make D as root. Make D as root. Okay, come back to D and make D as root. For D, left node already visited. Left child already visited. You can see I we have already visited. So for D, left child already visited. So visit the root now. Visit the root. So I am visiting D. Visit D. Okay, D is visited. After visiting D, what we have to do? After visiting root, go to the right. Go to the right. We are going to the J and make J as root. Make J as root. Okay, do we after making J as root, I have to look for left because I have to visit left first. So do we have any left over here? No. For J we don't have any left. So come back to J and try to visit J because J is root and I have to visit root. So visit J. J is visited. After visiting J, try to visit the right of J. Is it having any right? No. J is not having any right. So go back to D. So for D, everything is completed. For D, everything is completed. Left side is visited, root is visited, right is also visited for D. So again you go back. Again you go back and make B as root. Make B as root. So when B is root, left child, that is D, it is already visited. As you can see, D already visited. So now what I have to do? I have to visit root node. What is root? When my B is root, what is root? B itself is root. So visit B. I am visiting B. After visiting B, again what I have to do? Move to the left side. Okay, sorry, right side, because already root visited. Try to move to the right side. Right side I have F. Okay, so come to F and make F as root node. After coming to F, make F as root node. So do we have any child, left child? When F is root node, again I have to check left first because we have to visit left first. So try to visit the left of F. Do it having any left? No, it is not having any left. So after left, what I have to do? Visit the root. So F is my root. So visit F. Okay, I am visiting F. Visit F. After visiting root, what I have to do? I have to look for right. Do it having any right? Do F is having any right? No, it is not having any right. So come back and go back to come back to F. Come back to B as well. Okay, for B, everything is visited. Left child is visited. D. Right child is visited, F, root is visited, B, and right child is also visited. This we have visited, this we have visited, and this is also visited. So when we were at B, as everything is visited, go back. Come back to A. Okay? When we were at A, for A, when A is root, B is left child, which is already visited. So if left child is already visited, next what we have to visit? We have to visit the root, and A is my root. Visit A. A is my root, so visit A. Okay. Then after visiting A, what I have to do? Move to the right. After visiting root, move to the right. Go to the right. So when you are coming right and when you are visiting C, again make C as root node. When you are making the C as root node, you can't visit C. You have to look for left child first. So left child, which is G, it is not visited. So come to G. Okay, G as root. Come to G and make G as root. So when G is root, you can't visit G unless the left child is visited. So for G, we don't have any left child. So what we have to do? If there is no left child, after left child, what we have to visit? We have to visit the root. So visit G. So after A, G we are visiting. G we are visiting. So once G is visited, once root is visited, check the right side of the root. Right side of the root we have K. Okay, we have K. So come to K. Come to K and make K as root. So when K is root, try to visit the left side of K. We don't have anything. It is null. So then visit the root. If there is no left, visit the root. So K we are visiting. After G, we are visiting K. Okay. Once K is visited, try to visit the right of K. We don't have any right. So go back. Go back to G. So for G, left child we don't have. Root we have visited. Right side also visited. So what we have to do? Again go back. Go back to C. So when you are at C, C is your root node and left child G is already visited. So visit C, root node. So after K, we'll have C. Okay, visit C. Then for C, left child G already visited, root C already visited. So now visit the right child. So what is right child? H. Come to H and look for the and make H as root node. So H is my root node. So H is root node, so I can't visit the root node. First I have to check the left side. So do I have any left side of this H? No, I don't have. So simply, if there is no left side, then visit the root. I am visiting H. Visit H. Okay, H is visited. Then you try for right. After root, try for right. Right do we have? No, we don't have any right. So here only we stop. H we stop. Okay, then go back to C. Then go back to A. Again you are reaching the root node. So this is your in order traversal. I, D, J, B, F, A, G, K, C, H. In this way, we are visiting all the nodes. We are traversing all your nodes inside your binary tree. Inside your binary tree. So this is in order traversal for your binary tree. First, we visit the left child, then we visit the root node, then we visit the right child. And the same approach you have to follow for all the nodes present inside your binary tree. Okay. Remember this. First you visit left, then you visit root, then you visit right. And the code implementation, if you see, for this binary tree in order traversal, only this much. Only this much. And we have to continue the same code until and unless your root node becomes null. Okay? Your root node becomes null. See how simple it is. Void in order of node root node. So for this in order function, we are, as I said, three different techniques: in order, pre-order, post-order. So first we are doing in order. So in order, we are passing the root node, and if root node is not null, simply call this function by making use of, first we have to visit left child, isn't it? So call the recursive, in order function recursively until and unless your root node becomes null. Your root node becomes null. So once the root node becomes null, okay, root of left side becomes null, what we are doing? We are printing the data. Okay, where exactly the root of left is going right. Okay, where exactly the left child is going null, at that point only we are printing the data. And once the left is visited, then we are going for right side. Okay, only like this you have to write. Only 3 lines of code you have to write in order traversal. Only 3 lines of code with this if statement you have to remember. Only this much. Recursively it is calling. If you want to analyze, you can easily analyze these 3 lines of code. Okay. At every level we are checking, simply first you check. If you have the root of left, go to the root of left. If you, again, make that left node as root node. Okay. Again you perform the same function, root of left. Then you come back again. Okay, like this again and again we move towards the leftmost extreme. Okay, leftmost extreme, then we visit the left node, then we visit the root node, then finally we visit the right node, and again we move back to the parent node of the root node. So likewise, we continue this operation until and unless all nodes present inside your binary tree will be visited. Okay, all nodes present inside your binary tree will be visited. So the time complexity, if you see, it will be order of n. Okay, because you traverse each node once. Okay, the number of nodes, it is completely unknown when you are calling this function, and if you have something in unknown, definitely your time complexity function will become order of n. Okay, hopefully you understood. So next is, yeah, we'll go and we'll try to frame this coding over there, and we see what output we will get to the insertion what we have performed. Okay, to the insertion whatever we have performed. I mean, how many nodes we have inserted here? Only 3 nodes I have visited. I will try to insert more nodes. Okay, then I am inserting 40. Some different nodes, 15 here, 5, 17. Then we are inserting 24. Like this, I have inserted few nodes into my tree, into my binary tree. And how I am inserting means, first what I am inserting, 10, 10, 20, 30. How it will become? 10, 20, 30. So that I will frame over here, and then we will do the in order traversal, and then we will write the code, and we will see are we getting the output accordingly or not. So first we have inserted 10. So that 10 will come over here, and it will become the root node of the tree. Then we are inserting 20. Okay, then we are inserting 30. So that 30 will come over here. So what else we have after 30? 40 we have. So that 40 will come over here. Okay, then we have 15 will come over here. Then after 15, 40, 15, 5, 17. So that 5 will come over here. Then 17 will come over here. Okay, then 5, 17. After that 24 I have. Okay, last node entry 24 I have. That 24 will come over here like this. Okay, like this it will come. So now you try to perform the in order traversal, because so far we know only that one. So in order traversal. So first what I have to do, I have to start with 10. As it is root node, don't visit it. Come to left child. 20. Make this 20 as root node. Make this 20 as root node, and as it is a root node, I can't visit. Go to the left child. 40. Make it as root node. Don't visit root node. Go to the left child. 24. 24. It is a root node, and make it as root node and try to visit the left child. It is not having. So if there is nothing to visit left side, then what I have to visit? I have to visit the root node. So that I am doing. 24 I am visiting. So it's better if I write this thing over here. So 24 I am visiting. So after visiting 24, yeah, try to visit the right. I mean, what is the order over here? First left, then root, then right. Left, root, right. Like this we have to visit. So left I have already visited. Left there is nothing to visit. Root I have already visited. Right is also nothing to visit. So come back to 24 and go one step up. Okay. So we are coming at 40. So 40, for 40 left child already visited. 24 already visited. So visit root now. So that is 40. 40 we are visiting. So then after visiting 40, what we are doing? Yeah, after visiting root, try to visit right. We don't have any right, isn't it? We don't have any right. So come back to 40 and move one step up. So that is, we are at 20 now. For 20, when 20 is root node, left node already visited, 40 already visited. So what we have to do? Visit the root. So that is 20. Visit 20. So 20 we are visiting. Then after visiting 20, after visiting root, move to the right. So that is 15. We have 15. Make 15 as root node and try to visit left of this 15. We don't have any. So what we have to do? Visit root now. If there is nothing to visit left side, visit root. Okay. So 15 we are visiting. 15. Okay. After visiting 15, try to visit the right. Right of this 15. We don't have anything. So come back to 15 and move one step up. So we are at 20 now. For this 20, all left is visited, root is visited, right is also visited. So move one step up. So we are at 10 now. For this 10, left already visited, 20 we have already visited. So now try to visit the root, that is 20, visit 20, that is 10, visit 10. So 10 got visited. After visiting 10, yeah, after root is visited, move towards right, come to 30. Okay, for right side to this 10 we have 30, so come to 30 and make 30 as root node. Can we visit 30? No, as it is the root node we can't. Simply try to move left, because for every root we have to check for left first. Okay, left, root, right. Okay, so we are moving towards left. So now 5, try to visit, come to 5 and try to visit 5. It is a root node, so try to visit left of this 5. Do we have any left? No, we don't have. So if there is no left, visit root. Then we are visiting 5. Visit 5. So once 5 is visited, root is visited, try to visit right. Do we have any right? No, nothing. There is no right. So root already visited. Come back to 30. So for this 30 as root, left child 5 already visited. Left child 5 already visited. So what we have to do now? Visit 30 now. So 30 we are visiting. So root we are visiting 30. After visiting root, go back to the right. Go towards right. So right 17 we have. Now make this 17 as root node. Make this 17 as root node and try to visit the left. Do we have any left? No, we don't have. So what we have to do? Visit root. So 17 we are visiting. 17 we are visiting. Finally. Okay, so here only I will write that 17. 17 we are visiting. Okay. So right side 17 visited. Okay, so try to visit root 17 visited. Root 17 visited means try to visit the right of this 17. Do we have any right? No, we don't have any right. So come back to 17. For this 17 as root, left child, right child, both nothing, root already visited. So go up, come to 30. For this 30, left child 5 already visited, root 30 already visited, right child 17 already visited. Come back to 10. For this 10, 20, left child already visited, root 10 already visited, and right child 30 already visited. So here we stop the in order traversal. So if you see the in order traversal for what tree I have created in my implementation, the traversal will be 24, 40, 20, 15, 10, 5, 30, 17. Like this we have to get. So first of all, what I have to do, I have to write that function. Okay. So what is that function? In order traversal, it will return nothing. So void. So in order, it will take two things. One thing, node star root node only it will take, because from the root node only will be the reference. If at all root not equals to null, then what we are doing, in order of okay, in order of left. Same function we are calling in order of root to left. First move, sorry, my keyboard is giving issues. Root to left. Okay, same function recursively we are calling by just passing the left child of root node. So okay, then try to print the root of data in the center. Once it comes out of that function, it will print the root of data. Then call in order by passing root of right. That's it. Only this much function we have to write. Only this many lines of code you have to write in order to perform the in order traversal. What we are doing here, this is in order traversal. So simply save this and compile. Compilation successful, hopefully. So root of left, root of right, root of data. That's it. Run. Yeah, we are not getting any output. The reason we are not calling this function. After inserting all the nodes, call that function in order of root. In order of root. So now execution successful, check the output. Hopefully same thing, whatever analysis we have done over here, the same thing we have to get. So 24, then we are getting 5, 40, 20, 10, 30, 15, 17. So likewise we can perform the in order traversal. Okay. So next thing is pre-order traversal. Have I drawn this tree correctly? First 10, then 20, 30, 40, 15, 5, 17, 24. And when we are doing the traversal, we are getting, okay, first 20, then 40, okay, then one more step up, 20, 15, 10, 5, 30, 17. Correct only. So here also same thing, I guess. Coming to this, go one step. Okay, first we are visiting A. We are trying to visit A, then B, then D, then I. Failing at I, we are visiting I. Then come back up, D, J. Okay, come back again, B, F. Okay, come back again, A, G, K, C, H. Correct only. Okay, so like this. Then the next one is pre-order traversal. So over here what we do, first we visit the root, then we visit left child, then we visit right child. First we visit the root node, then we visit the left child, then we visit the right child. Unlike the previous one. Okay, unlike the previous one, here we have to visit first root node, then go to the left child, then go to the right child. Okay, so this traversal technique we try to see on this example. This traversal technique we try to see on this example. Pre-order traversal. Yeah, here. See what we have to do. Yeah, simply one thing is shifted. I mean, first we are visiting root. Previously we were visiting left child first, but now we visit root node first. Visit root first, then left child, then right child. See, the in order traversal means root will come in the middle. Pre means root will come first. Post, there will be another order, that is post order. Post order means root will come at the end. Okay, in order, root will come in middle. Pre order, root will come first. Post order, root will come at the end. Okay, the same thing we try over here for this. Okay, start with A, as it is a root. As it is a root. So what we have to do, if it is a root, visit root. So we are visiting A. We are visiting A. Then what we have to do, move towards left. Move towards left and make this B as root. We are moving towards left and make this B as root. As B is a root, visit B. So we are visiting B. Because whenever it is a root, we have to visit it. So we are visiting B. Then after visiting root, yeah, this we have visited already, this we have visited already. After visiting root, again move to the left. Move to the left and make that left node as root. So now D is my root. So visit that D. Visit that D as well. Visit that D. Again you move to the left. That is to I. Okay. Visiting I, make I as root node and visit I. Make I as root node and visit I. Okay. Visit I. Then after visiting I, try to move left. Do we have anything? Nothing. So nothing to move left. Root already visited. Okay. Nothing to move left. Then we have to move right. There is anything to move right? Nothing. So again come back to I and go back to D. At D, left already visited. So try to visit right. J. Come to J and make J as root. Coming to J, make J as root. So when J is root, try to visit J. Okay. We have to visit J. So visit J. J is visited. J is visited. So when J is visited, try to visit left of it, nothing. Try to visit right of it, nothing over there. So go back, come to D. For D, D is visited, left is visited, right is also visited. So go back. For B, root is visited, left is visited. So now try to visit right, because root, left, right. Root is visited, left is visited. Now try to visit right. So come back to right, that is F. F, make it as root. Okay, so visit it. F we are visiting. So once F is visited, try to visit left, nothing. Try to visit right, nothing. Okay, F is visited, go back to B. Okay, B, root is already visited, left is already visited, right is also already visited. Then what we have to do? Go back again, go back to A. Okay, for A, root is visited, left is visited. So now go to right. Come to right and right direction and make C. C as root. C as root and visit C. C visited. Then C visited, after that try to visit left. So left direction we have nodes. So come to G. Make G as root. As G is a root, visit G. Visit G. G visited. So once G is visited, try to move left. Nothing is there. Try to visit right. K is there. Come to K and make K as root. K is root, visit K. K we are visiting. So after visiting K, try to visit left, nothing is there. Try to visit right, nothing is there. Go back. Okay. For G, root already visited, left nothing, right already visited. Go back. For C, root already visited, left already visited. So visit right, come to right, come to H, make H as root node. Visit H. Visit H. H we are visiting. H. Okay. H we are visiting. Try to visit left, nothing is there. Try to visit right, nothing is there. Come back to H, go back to C. C, root visited, left visited, right visited. Come back to A. For A, root visited, right visited. There is root visited, left visited, right visited. There is nothing to go back. So here only we stop. Okay. Here only we stop. In this way we perform the pre-order traversal. So first we visit root, then left, then right. Okay. Simply we implement this one with the help of this same thing. Okay, first we try to, okay, I'm getting some minor issue over here. We'll see that one afterwards. I too observed that minor issue. We are not getting the expected output in coding, because trees, it is a very tedious job. Okay, it is very tedious job, and minor simple one arrow mark if you are misplacing means the complete program will crash. Okay, so ultimately I have to do some we have to do some more work on it, and the coding, it will be very simple. Okay, 3-2 lines of code only we have, but when it comes to implementation, it will take a lot of what we call hectic thing. It is unlike your linked list implementations, where if you get the errors, even though the code is more, it is very easy for us to rectify that code. But here the code is less, but the error to rectify it will take a lot of time. And we have the time limitation in this class, so I'm not doing that over here. Definitely I will rectify that error and I will give the perfect code to you. No issues. Okay. So here we'll try to do the pre-order traversal on this particular tree. So what is pre-order traversal? First we have to visit the root. Then visit left, then visit right. Root, left, right. Okay, root, left, right. So first root, 10 we have to visit. Then come to 20, 20 we have to visit. Then go to 40, 40 we have to visit. Then go to 24, 24 we have to visit. For 24, no left, no right, come back. 40. For 40, root already visited, left already visited. There is nothing to visit in right. So come back to 40, go back to 20. For 20, root already visited, left already visited. Try to visit 15. Okay, 15 we are visiting. Okay, then for 15, there is nothing left, there is nothing right. So go back to 20. Okay, for 20, 20 visited, root visited, left visited, right visited. Go back. For 10, root visited, left visited. Go back, go to right now. For 30, 30 is a root, visit 30. 30. Then after visiting 30, what we have to do after visiting the root, we have to go to the left. For 5. 5, make 5 as root and visit 5. 5 we are visiting. After visiting 5, there is nothing left, there is nothing right. So go back. Go back to 30. For 30, root visited, left visited. Now right. 17. 17 you visit. 17, there is nothing left, nothing right. Go back. 30. Left already visited, right already visited, root already visited. Go back. 10. For 10, 10 visited, 20 visited, 30 visited. There is nothing to go back. So here only we stop. So 10, 20, 40, 24, 15, 30. This is 30 comma 5. 30 and 5. This thing, first you have to get 30, then 5, then 17, like this. Hope I think it will also not come correctly. Okay, I'm thinking there is some issue in the insert function only. So I will go to this function. So pre-order, it is very simple. If you remember only one function, it will become for all. Pre-order in the sense, this printing statement you have to take one step like this. That's it. Pre-order function, only this much correction you have to do. Pre-order function in the sense only that printing must come first, then left, then right. Okay. Cout should come first, then left, then right. That's it. And here you make it as pre-order. Recursively we are calling pre-order, pre-order. Okay. That's it. Only this much change we have to do. And here also this function name, you make it as pre-order. Save it, compile it, successful, execute it. See, again we are getting 10, 20 like that only. No, where I have done that one? I think in the whiteboard I have done. Yes. Hopefully this is also not coming correctly. So 10, 20, 40, 5 it is showing over here, then 24, 30, 15, 17. Okay, we'll see why it is coming like this. We'll see. So close this one, minimize this one. Okay, then lastly the post order traversal. The post order traversal, here post order in the sense, as I said, root should be visited lastly. Post order in the sense, first left, then right, then root. Left, right, root. Okay. So in order means between left and right, root should come. Pre-order means before left and right, root should come. Post order means after left and right, root should come. Okay. So the same we perform over here. So start with root node A. Root node must be visited lastly. So we'll go to the left, because left will be first. Here left, then right, then root. Like this we have to. So first we are starting with A. Move to the left. B. Okay. B. Make B as root. Move to the left. D. Make D as root. Move to the left. I. So I will come. I. Move. Try to move to the left. Nothing. Try to move to the right. Nothing. So visit root. Root we have to visit at the end. Visit root. I we are visiting. Then, okay. After visiting I, root, go back. Go back to D. For D, left already visited. So now we have to visit right. Because left, right, then finally root. Try to visit right. So at right, again we have a node. So make J as root node. J, try to visit left. There is nothing. Try to visit right. There is nothing. So visit root. J we are visiting. Okay. So for J, root is visited. Left, right already visited. So go back to D. So for D, left already visited, right already visited. So now you visit root D. Like this. So after D, for D, left visited, right visited, root is also visited. Go back. Come to B. For B, left is visited, right not visited. So go to right. So when we are coming to right, we have F. F, make F as root node. So F is root node. Try to visit left of it, because left needs to be visited first. Left there is nothing. Then try to right. Right nothing. Then finally visit root. F we are visiting. So F. So once F is visited, left is also visited. Left is tried. Right is tried. There is nothing. Root is visited. Then go back to the parent node. That is B. So when B is root, left D already visited. Right F already visited. So now you visit B. Root B. So B we are visiting. Okay. For this B, left is visited, right is visited, root is also visited. So go to the parent. Okay, A. For this A, when A is root, only left is visited, right not yet visited. So go to the right. So come to C and make C as root. Okay, for this C as root, we have to go and check left first. So left G, again we have a node. Come to G and make G as root. So if G is root, try to visit the left of G. There is anything? Nothing. So try to visit right. Right we have K. So K. K. So after visiting K, come back to G. For K there is nothing. No left, no right. So we have visited K. So then after visiting K, come back to G. For this G, left nothing to visit, right already visited. So now you visit root. G we are visiting. So K, G. Then after G, come back to C. For C, left already visited, right not yet visited. So go to right. Right we have H, which is a node. Make this H as root and try to visit left. There is nothing. After left, try to visit right. There is nothing. So now you try to visit root, that is H. We got H here. For H, left is nothing, right is nothing, root already visited. Go back. For C, left is G, visited, right is H, visited. So try to visit C. For C, left G, already visited. H, right H, already visited. Root C, already visited. Go back. A. Okay. For A, left B, already visited. Right C, already visited. Now you visit root A. So you must get like this. So after visiting A, for this A, we have visited left B, right C and root A. There is nothing as the parent node. So we are stopping our process here itself. We are stopping our process here itself. So in this way, you can remember all the three different processes, left, right, in order, pre-order and post-order traversals. So this thing to perform, post-order traversal, simply nothing to change. Here you make this function as post, and here also, yeah, insertion only going wrong. That is the reason why we are not getting the perfect result. Okay, here also post, and here also you call this post. Okay, save this code and you try to do that same thing over here. Try to perform the post order traversal on this tree. Okay, so now what traversal technique we are applying? Post order traversal technique we are applying. That is post order. So first A, root, come to left, 20, root, come to left, 40, root, come to left, 24, root. So visit 24. There is nothing, no left, no right. So we are visiting 24. After visiting 24, come back to 40. There is no right. Left we have already visited, no right. 40, visit. Okay. After visiting 40, come back to 20. Left already visited, go to right. 15. 15, there is nothing, no left, no right. Visit 15. Come back to 20. Left already visited, right already visited. Visit 20. Then after 20, come back to 10. 10, left already visited, go to right. 30 we have. 30, go to left. 5. 5, no left, no right. 5 you visit, root you visit. Then after visiting 5, come back to 30. Left already visited, go to 17. No left, no right. 17 you visit. Then come back to 30. 30 you visit. Then come back to 10. 10 you visit. Like this we have visited all the nodes. So quickly go and see the compilation successful post order and see the execution. Okay. Yeah, it is again giving from 10, 20, 40 like that. It is not giving the perfect result. Post, post, post. Here also post. Yes, this post, we have to put this statement at the end. This statement change I have not done. Post means we have to put this C out at the last. Root means, in means we have to put in between. Pre means we have to put before. Post means we have to put after. That's it. Now compile. Compilation successful. Then execute. See this. Some minor mistake is there. Some minor change I have to done. 24. This 40 we have to come over here. Then 15. Then 5, 17, 30, 10. Like that it has to display. Some change it is taking. Some correction I have to do. Okay, maybe that I have to do inside this insert function only. Okay, I will check and I will let you know. Right, right, left, left, insert, insert. This function also recursively we are calling, so hopefully, yeah, we'll see where that change exactly needs to be done. We will see. Okay, pre-order, post-order, and in-order traversals we have discussed. Then the breadth first traversal, BFT. It is very simple, and for this we are not doing any implementation. Breadth first traversal, it is a very big technique, so that is the reason we are not doing any implementation. So breadth first traversal, if we see, the concept is very simple. We have to visit all nodes level by level. We have to visit all the nodes level by level. So that simple concept I will explain, and we'll conclude this today's session. Delete operation and threaded binary tree we will see in our next class. So I'm deleting all these things. Threaded binary tree we will see only the discussion, only concept, will not do any implementation because it is not there in your syllabus. Okay, so remove all these things. Yeah, now breadth first traversal, BFT. How to do? Level by level we have to do, as I said. Level by level means, yeah, start with this level. At this level we have only A, so visit A. Then come to this level. Okay, come to this second level, we have B and C, write B and C. Okay, then come to the next level, D, F, G, H, write that one, D, F, G, H, and then come to the last level, I, J, K, like this, I, J, K, like this we do. If you see over here, A, B, C, D, F, G, H, I, J, K. E is missing. All are in sequence. E is missing. The same thing we got. A, B, C, D, F, G, H, I, J, K. Only E is missing here also. So level by level we visit all the nodes in sequential order. So for this we are not doing any implementation. Okay, this as a concept we remember, and we do the same thing when they ask in your external exams. Okay, hopefully. Okay, with deletion operation we will conclude this binary trees. Then we have to discuss threaded binary trees, binary search trees, and AVL trees. Okay, in this binary search trees and AVL trees, there are very, very important. Binary tree, to some extent they will ask. The implementation and all, rarely they ask. For in-order, pre-order, post-order, definitely they ask. Other stuff like insertion function, deletion function, rarely they ask. So we need to focus more on binary search trees, BSTs, and AVL trees. Okay, hopefully we'll do the same. In one more session, I will conclude up to threaded binary trees. Up to threaded binary trees we will discuss, and binary search trees and AVL trees, they will take two more sessions. So overall, 5 more sessions to conclude this 4th unit. After that, I mean the next week, okay, next week we'll do the complete 5th unit, and if there is anything pending, that we will do in the February 1st week, hopefully. Thank you very much, students.